Hello, everyone. Welcome to Creativity with Jennifer. This is my summer virtual camp that this is part one, and I am so excited you are here. So go ahead and get your kits out. Everyone had a chance to pre-register for this event, and I sent kits out to those that did register, and we are going to make the projects tonight. If by chance you did not get the projects and you would like the products, you still have the opportunity by placing an online order with me or contacting me by email or texting or calling me and placing a minimum of a $40 order, and I will send you all of the supplies to make the classes, the cards that we're going to be doing tonight. I will be live tonight, tomorrow night, and Wednesday. Summer camp is 3 days, so I hope you are able to join me. All right, let me get this. Okay, so I got my desktop set up now in case anybody needs to make a comment throughout the projects. You will be able to see the projects. I will be able to see your comments as we are going along. But I am excited to be here. We're going to jump right into our summer stamp camp for adults. And thank you for taking the time to switch over the time with me. I had to tweak mine because my grandson is in summer camp, and his mom was not back from being at a volleyball tournament all week. So I ended up having to go pick him up from his summer camp. So I am here now to do some crafting with you. We are going to do 2 projects tonight, and then 2 projects tomorrow, and then 2 projects on Wednesday. So I hope you're able to join me each time that we go live, because I love crafting with you. And if you cannot go live, then you can always come back and review. Also, you got a step-by-step PDF emailed out to you, and so you can follow along that way as well. All right, so let's go ahead and get our camera turned around and get started with our projects tonight. I've got 2 of the projects ready to go, and I'm excited that we are doing summer camp. Let's go ahead and get this turned around. Perfect. All right, so the bundles that we are using for Stamp Camp is the Impression Abloom. Hello, welcome. So we are doing Impression Abloom. Also, we are using, and the cards that we're making tonight, we are going to be using the stamp set and the dies. Now, if you did not do the add-on to get the stamp set, you are able to substitute with any stamp set that you currently have, or you can place an order and order the stamp set so you will have it for other projects. But these are the dies that go along with the set. And so I've got my magnet all over the place here. But these are the dies. I just wanted to show those to you. I have pre-cut everything out just to help on time. So we won't be stopping and starting for that purpose because I've already pre-cut everything. But these are the dies that go with it. And this one cuts out, and then this one also has the stitch die that goes around that. All right. So we're going to use the dies as well as the stamp set. And then we are also using, move this out of the way. We're also using the Glass and Garden embossing folder on the card. And I am doing, so there's 2 different ones. And these go in our, hi Nancy, these go in our mini die cut machines, but also they will go through our big die cut machines. But I also did an embossing so you can see the difference in the folders. So the sample that I did has this embossing folder, but the one we're going to make tonight, I did the roses in the background. I wanted to see what that one looked like because I have not done a lot with that one yet. All right, so let's turn this and put this to the side. And then also we are going to be using the everyday arches. If you don't have these are a must to go on your wish list because these are so fantastic to use, all sorts of things. But we're using this one here, and I used it as a label. And you'll see what I did in a few seconds. So those are the dies. The embellishments that we're using is the strawberry slush and pretty and pink gems. These are the online exclusives. And then we are also using the 2025, 2027 in color flat pearls. Now, if you ordered the kits in advance, you got a pack of these pearls. So enjoy them because they are awesome to have. And then let me show you our projects, and then we'll get started with our cards. Okay, I gotta get that one out of my book bag. I took it to work with me today to show somebody else. So there is one of the projects that we are doing tonight. And let me grab the other card. Like I said, I took it to work to show somebody, and I forgot. Oh, goodness. Here we go. All right, let me take it out of the, so I don't. And then here is the other card that we're doing tonight. So these are the 2 cards for tonight for the stamp camp. Now remember, I will be live tonight, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and we're going to do 2 cards per night. So let's get started. We're going to do this one first, just because I am in love with this card. I have got everything ready to go. So here we go. Go ahead and get your, this is going to be card number 1 for those that did. Thanks, Nancy. For those that's got the PDF file, this will be your first card. So we're going to put that to the side. I've got my pretty and pink cardstock and got it scored, so we're going to fold it at the score mark. We're going to take our bone folder and run across the side there. And then we are going to take, make sure I get my right pieces here. Here it goes there. All right. And then this goes there. All right, so we good to go. Now, I've got the basic white cardstock, and then I've got the designer series paper that is called Floral Impressions. So we're going to go ahead and get that mounted on to the basic white here. And I'm going to just use my tape runner tonight instead of the liquid glue, but any type of adhesive that you like, please feel free to use. Because adhesive is your choice. I've got some that likes glue, and then I've got some that likes the tape runners. So we're going to put that on there. And then on the inside of our card, we are going to take the little stamp that is inside of our Stampin'. I did not put that one on a block, so we got to do that. So we're going to take that. Let's see. Is that the dot? Yes. Okay. So we'll use that as the dot there. All right. So let's go ahead and put there, and let me get another block here and put this one on. Okay. So what I'm going to do is take the Pretty in Pink ink pad, and then we're going to use the Strawberry Slush. Yes, Debbie, I love this paper. I have already went through about 3 packs of this paper. I really love this paper as well. All right, so now what we're going to do is, this is a 2-step stamping. So I need to get my scrap paper because I need to stamp off for this because I don't want my first layer too dark. So we're going to stamp off of it. Hey, Angie. Thank y'all for joining. I hope y'all enjoy, and I hope you enjoy, for those that ordered the kits in advance. I hope y'all are going to enjoy this as well, because this is the first time I did a virtual online. So I'm excited and hope to do more to come. So I'm taking the first layer of the stamp and I'm tapping it into the Strawberry Slush. Now I'm going to stamp off because I don't want it too dark when I go to put it on my page. And I'm going to do 2 of them on the page. So there is our 2 in the Strawberry Slush. Now we're going to take our second layer and we're going to put it in the Pretty in Pink, and we're not stamping off. So then you've got to line this up to where it matches the other flower. And this is where it comes to be the 2-part stamping. Perfect. So you can see how it lines up according to the way you stamped your base. And that is what's so good about our photopolymer stamps, is you can actually see where you're stamping. I know with the wood blocks, with the two-step, you couldn't see, so I know it was a little harder. Now I'm going to take our Darling Duckling, and I'm going to stamp in the center of our flower. Okay? Now, that is the inside of our card, and that is ready to go. Now we're going to do our front side, and we're going to do the same thing with that, but we're going to use the bigger flowers. So let me go ahead and get these out. And I did the Stampin' off again because I don't want my Strawberry Slush to be too dark, because that can be a powerful stamp. So we're going to stamp it just like that. And then we're going to take the Pretty in Pink with the top layer one. And then again, you're going to just line it up. Let's see. All right, where's my... I'm not getting a good line up here. Give me a second. I got to figure out how I stamped it. So this is how you kind of do it. Okay, so I did have it right. It just looked off. There we go. All right, it just looked off. So, oh yeah, there we go. Perfect. All right, and then we're going to take our darling duckling again, and that goes right, ooh, wrong stamp set. So let's go with the bigger one. This one's just going to get double stamped. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Now, for those that are crafting with me, if I'm going too fast, just remember that you do have your instructions, and you can do it on your own. Don't get frustrated if you cannot keep up with me, or if you need to go ahead and go ahead of me because I am going too slow. Whichever. You've got the projects, so just craft them as you do, as you feel that you can do it. All right, now we're going to take this one and we're going to put over the pretty in pink, and we got to get it lined up. All right, so, and again, if you did not get the kits and you're interested, just place a minimum $40 order and I will send you all the products to go along with this. All right, so that is how you do the stamping with this. Now, I did go ahead and run these through, and I've got these cut and ready to go for us. I did both of them, but I just wanted to stamp so you could see how to do the two-tone stamping there. Now, we've got to stamp our sentiment, and that one is, I am doing this one as I appreciate you. So we're going to pull that out of our page and we're going to stamp it right onto our tag here. And I did that in strawberry slush. All right. And then we're going to just stamp straight on, I appreciate you. Okay, then what I did is I took, I don't know where my little mini brushes are. So we're going to try this and see how it looks. I've got one of our sponge daubers, or our brushes. Yeah, that'll work. All right, now we're going to bring our scrap paper up here. And I just went around the edge. Giving it a little, the smaller blending brushes work so much better, but we're going to make this work. Yeah, the smaller blending brushes. I recommend the smaller ones than the big ones. All right. So we're going to just leave it as that because I don't want to get too much on it. And with that being the bigger brush, I'm afraid I'm going to put too much on it. So now we've got our stamping done. We can go ahead and close up our ink pads. Let's get these out of the way. Okay. And then we are ready to assemble our card. So let's get all of our pieces out and together. So remember, this was the inside, so we can go ahead and put our adhesive on and put it on the back here. And then we're going to just kind of put this right in the center. All right. Then we are going to take our basic white cardstock and then the other basic white cardstock, and we're going to put that on the front side of the card. And you're going to have just a little bit of the Pretty in Pink going around. Okay. Then we're going to take our designer series paper and the piece of basic white. We're going to hook that down on the left-hand side. And we're going to cover up that white, so you don't want to see the white, because that wouldn't look right if you had two whites showing there. All right. Now, what I did is I took our adhesive sheets. If you have not ordered these adhesive sheets, you get 12 of these in your, when you order these. These are called the adhesive sheets. There's 12 of them in a pack. But I turned all these tiny pieces into stickers. So all I got to do is peel the back of it off, and this is a sticker. How amazing. What a lifesaver. Trust me, that was a true lifesaver for me doing that. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put our stem down. Now, I did not do it on my flowers because I wanted to use my dimensionals for the flowers. Let's see, what did I do with my dimensionals? I thought I put them in my basket. There they are. All right, so we're going to put dimensionals on our flowers because I, love dimensionals. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to put 2 on each one just so we can make sure we are covered. All right. And then we're going to take this and we're going to put right up here at the top. And then we're going to take this one and we're going to put it on the other stem. And let's see if I can move this, make it go just a little bit over. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Perfect. All right. So then, there it is. Then I have a leaf. And again, I ran it through the adhesive with the backing so I could make it into a sticker. So now, all we got to do is peel that back off and stick this down right there. Awesome. Love it. All right, so for this, we're going to take our snips and we're going to cut this into an angle. Just like that. And then we're also going to make this with a dimensional. We're going to put 2 dimensionals on this. So it is ready to go. And these are quick, easy cards. Let's move our leaf up just a little bit. These are quick and easy cards because you can assemble them and make so many as duplicates before they get, and then you've got a nice stack of cards to share with others. Okay. There we go. I pulled that too far apart whenever I moved it. All right, that's good. All right, so now we're going to put our embellishments on it, and it is good to go. So what we're going to do is take our Pretty in Pink. I'm using one of the big ones. Also going to take one of the strawberry slushes and put down. And then we're going to use one of the small strawberry slush embellishments. And we're going to put it up there. So there is card number 1. And then for the envelope, I would just, let's move these out of the way. For the envelope on this one, I would just go ahead and stamp the flower in the corner using the strawberry slush and the pretty in pink. And this time I'm not going to stamp off, but I won't stamp as hard on the envelope. So you see what happened? Because I didn't use my foam mat. I did not get a good image, so I'm hoping this is gonna work. This is the one I need. Pretty in pink. Yeah, see, that is why we need to stamp off, because it makes a big difference. Let's try this again. That it's not going to show because the strawberry slush is too dark. That's why you got to stamp off if you want the lighter colors, because strawberry slush is going to override every color. But it's okay because it's still pretty. We're going to go with it. I'm not going to change it up. We'll just go with it, guys. But that way the envelope and the card does match. All right, so that's card number 1. All right, let's go to card number 2. So card number 2, I am using basic white, basic beige, and then I am using Timber Tiger ink and strawberry slush ink, and then Seaside is part of the ink color as well. All right, so for this one, let's go ahead and pull our card base out. And I've got everything here ready to go. I tried to make it as easy as I could. If you did not go ahead and stamp your flowers and stuff, go ahead and do so, because I did go ahead and get that taken care of, just so you didn't have to wait on me to go through the die cut machine. And if you need to cut yours and all of that, you will get behind, but always know that you can catch up. That is not an issue. So we're going to take our basic white and we're going to run our bone folder across. Hello, Brenda. Hope you're doing well. Long time since we talked. All right, so I am going to put my adhesive, I'm going to put my adhesive on my background here. And this way we can go ahead and get this hooked down. And this is the one that I told you I did the flower roses on instead of the, this one's got the other design on it from that embossing folder. I wanted to see what it looked like using the flowers. So hopefully I'm gonna like that. Oh goodness, you know what? I should not have glued that down. We got to wrap our ribbon around. I forgot. Missed a step. All right, so we're gonna lay out our strips. This is going to be our ink colors. Our new ink colors. We're displaying our ink colors. So if you do not know the ink colors, we have Strawberry Slush, we've got Timber Tiger, we got Darling Duckling, we got Cloud Cover, and then Seaside. Not Seaside, Secret C. I don't know why I called that, but it's Secret C. All right, so, and then what I did with this is I just tore the corners at the bottom, and you can tear however much you want. This is your card, so just know that you can tear at your discretion. And if you ordered the kit camp in advance, then you've got all these strips already cut for you. If you didn't, then there's still an opportunity for you to get the kits if you would like. Just let me know and I will reach out to you. All right, so then we're going to just apply our adhesive to the back. And again, you're going to just kind of overlay these onto the card however you choose to put them on. All right. And they do kind of overlap in some areas. All right. Almost done, guys. Almost done. All right, and then we're going to put this one going like that. That's all my tape sticking to my table. All right, then we're going to take our classic ribbon that is our basic beige. And if you don't have this ribbon, oh, this is a must too, because this ribbon is so easy to work with. I love this ribbon. All right, so we're going to tie a bow. Or I'm hoping to tie a bow. Let's see if I can do this. Because, you know, bows are hit and miss. I need to turn it the other way so my bow is going in the right direction. Otherwise, I will tie going backwards. So, and I want my tails to hang toward my tag. All right, give me 1 second, guys. All right, there we go. Now, where is our tail? All right, there we go. Perfect. All right, we're going to let that go because that actually looks like a good bow. You know, when you get a good bow, you just leave it alone, right? All right, now we are ready. Yeah, that should still be good and sticky. Now we're ready to put that on the card front. Since I have put the ribbon on now. All right. Then we are ready to do our flowers. Now, again, it's the same two-step stamping, but I've already did these, so you didn't have to watch me. So we're going to go ahead and put the dimensionals on the back of them because we're going to pop both of them up with dimensionals. But I do have to stamp my label. I did not get my label stamped in advance. So, with the label, I am using the word thanks. Because this is a great card to do for thank yous or just thanks. Showing your appreciation. And I used Secret C on this card. And we're going to stamp toward the end so the words don't get covered up with the flowers. Okay. And again, we are going to use dimensionals to pop this one up as well. And I'm going to use 3 on this card. Or on this tag. I'm going to take my pick tool and take my backs off. Come on. All right. There we go. And then we are ready to put this on here. Just like that. And then we're going to take our flowers and we're going to lay on the opposite side. All right, so we put the big one down at the bottom. And then we're going to take the other one and we're going to put up on the top here. There, perfect. So now we got to do our embellishments on this one. And I used, let's see, do I have enough in this pack? Because these embellishments I have been using like crazy as well on projects. So let's see what I got here. Yes, I got plenty. So we're going to do a strawberry slush. We're going to do a cloud cover. And then we're going to do a secret sea. So there are the embellishments. And then I went one step further with this one. I took my Week of Stella and I dazzled up my flowers and made them sparkle. Ooh, squeezed it too hard. So that one's really gonna sparkle. Oh my goodness. Oh, but gosh, that is gorgeous how it did the Timber Tiger ink. Oh, I love how it made that pop. Did y'all see that? Oh gosh, these are really popping. I squeezed it too hard. So all these are sparkling. Okay. So let me show you the difference. So this is the one that I made prior, and I hope you can see the sparkle in the flowers. Okay. Then what I did is because, yes, you can see it. Okay, now I see it in my video. So look at the Timber Tiger, which is the orange. Look how it looks compared to this sample when I gave it the extra. Look how much darker that went. So it does make a difference in the wetting of it. But this also sparkles too. All right, so I just love my sparkles. All right, so for the flower, I did the same thing for the card base here. We are going to stamp it again in the strawberry slush. But this time I am going to stamp off because I didn't like it being so dark. So I'm stamping off. This is the envelope that we're stamping now. So there we go. I like that much, much better. This one's going to be a lot better. Much better. And then we're going to line this up. Let's see. I think it is a lot easier doing this when you stand up. And I probably should stand up. But guys, we're going to go with it. All right, let's see what happens. Not too shabby, not too shabby. All right. And then we got to do our Daffodil Delight. I mean, not Daffodil Delight. Our Darling Duckling. I just love my Darling Duckling. It's a little prettier. Let's do... No, that's too big. Now, why did my center change? I thought we were using the big one in this. But I guess not. All right, let me get the right center here. Here we go. Perfect. All right, guys. That is card number 2 of our virtual summer stamp camp. I hope you enjoyed the projects. I'm going to move these out of the way so you can see the projects. I hope you enjoyed these. If you did not get a kit in advance and you are interested, please let me know and I will help you get your kit. I do have a few left over. So again, if you're interested, just let me know. All right, guys, that is the end of part 1. I will be back part 2 tomorrow at 7 p.m. All right, and then we will make 2 more projects. Thank you so much for being here.